Hello, everyone. I wanted to take a moment and go over a few things of how these discussions are marked. So I have had a couple issues where I didn't have the dates set exactly right in order for them to transfer over. So I think I fixed that, but I'm going to go through a little more. You guys can let me know if that's set correctly. But I just wanted to go over some general information on how this works. So in other words, I'm going to kind of show you behind the scenes of how it works on my end. So this is the screen that I get, and it shows how many are marked related, unrelated, and the days. And so when I log in, this will show me how many are unmarked, and that's when I need to go through and individually mark them. Related, unrelated. And I'm going to get into a little more of that in a little bit. So we have this student posted 16 related posts, 3 unrelated over 5 days. So they overposted, which is fantastic. I love that. And that ensures that they get the 10 points. And again, the 10 points in this class is 20% of your grade. So don't let that number 10 fool you. Okay. And then this next student, I've marked all of them. There were 9 related, 2 unrelated. Over 4 days. So again, full points. So let's go over the next one. A student just posted one time, so they had 1 day that led to 1 point. So something new that is happening this semester, ordinarily I would take these numbers and compare it to the chart that's in your policies document and see based on how many days and then how many related and equate that into points. And I'm going to show you that in a little bit. But this semester, it's done automatically. So once this is 4 and this is 8 or above, it's going to automatically translate to 10. And so this is 1 day, 1 post, and so it's 1 point. So another example here is 6 related posts, 2 unrelated over 3 days, 5 points. Now, it is possible that on this unrelated, it could be posted on another day, which would be 4, except that it was unrelated, so it didn't count. And so they need to be, a minimum of 8 related posts on the 4 days. So if you get an unrelated, it doesn't count the day. Okay, let's go on and see what else we have. So again, this is part of me showing you kind of how the sausage gets made. So then I have kind of blocked out the comments here from a previous semester is what I'm showing you. So this is the question, this is the prompt, and somebody said something and it got marked as unrelated. So it was probably like, yeah, that's cool. I see that all the time, or whatever it is. I mean, you all can see what students post and see what seems meaty and what does not seem meaty. And so you can probably predict what this might say in here. And then this one got marked as related. So that had relevant content in order to meet that related. And then this one was also unrelated. So this is what I do. I go in and manually read these and mark them. So, and then this is the chart that I mentioned of what is followed by how many points are based on the number of days that you post versus how many total. And this is how the points are scored. And I have a video that looks like this in the class. I have several videos, and these are some screenshots from those videos. So this is taken from the course policies document of what makes a related post. And so it's meaningful, it's relevant. These are some of the grammatically correct. And then these are this big arrow. No, these are not related and, overly short, just says, oh, I agree with that. I mean, you can essentially say, I agree. But you could say that in 10, 12, 15 words, but essentially you're still saying, I agree with that. So just because you say I agree in the longer words doesn't mean that it's considered a related post. So, okay, moving on. So finding your participation points. I did a video at the beginning of the semester. So if you go back to the top of the first module that gives course information, you'll see a video on this. And so these are screenshots from that video. So you're going to go to your student gradebook and you're going to see weekly feedback. And So that's where you're going to see the weekly feedback, and you're going to click on that, and you'll get a screen that will take you to all of the weeks and see which are related, unrelated days. I don't know if it'll look exactly like this, but something similar. And then you can go in and review the posts for a particular week. And so say this was, let's say it was topic 3, module 3, you could go through and you're going to see kind of similar to what I showed is how I mark them, and it'll see what is related and what is unrelated, so you don't have to guess. Now, if there are some that are unmarked, I should be able to, let's go back to the top here. When I am done with the week, I should be able to see that these are all zeros. And so I have a couple emails of students ask me about this. And I need to go through and double check them. But as far as I know, all of these are marked as 0, which means that I've marked them all. And so that's important. And then here's another part is this score right here. These get sent to the grades section after I hit a button that says to post, and that generates an email to you. Once that is generated, the email goes to you. It should populate the other screen under the assignments, under your grade book that lists the assignments. So that's when they show up there. So there's something I do have to do on my part is after I have marked them, I have to submit. And I've submitted it by, it shows up in an email. So if you have received more than one email on a particular module, it knows that I have probably gone through and adjusted the dates to make sure that this is collecting everything. This pulls by date from Canvas over. And so if I happen to not have the dates marked or not have them marked correctly, then I've got to go in and change that. So they'll pull over here to the grade book so that I can mark them. And then once I hit to post, you get the email and it goes into your grade book. So that's a little bit of how the sausage gets made here. I thought this explanation would help everyone as they're going, but absolutely, I will take your questions and make sure that everyone gets the points that they're supposed to get. We're working through this. It's a little bit of a new method this semester. And, like I said, if I don't set the dates right, there may be some issues. But as far as I know, I've got them all up to date. So I hope that helps.